Hey y'all, my name's Mare. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be playing my June TBR game where I let a random letter generator pick the books that I'll be reading this month. So if you're new to my channel and you haven't seen this TBR game before, I will quickly explain the rules, but I will also link a playlist in the cards and in the description if you want to go watch the rest of these videos. How this works is I have a spinner wheel with different letters of the alphabet on it, and I'm going to spin it 5 times, or at least I start with 5 spins, and whatever the wheel lands on, I have to read a book that has a word in the title or the author's name that starts with the chosen letter. Certain actions can increase or decrease the number of spins. So for example, if I get alliteration and 2 of the words in the title start with the same letter that is chosen by the wheel, then I can take off a spin, and I can also remove spins if I completed the previous month's spinner wheel choices. Unfortunately, that didn't happen that month, so we actually have to add spins. And also, if you choose to forgo a chosen letter by the wheel, or you add 2 spins if you forgo a challenge letter, which is like Q, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. So just to recap what I was supposed to read last month, the spinner wheel chose for me We Hunt the Flame, which I did not read. All's Well, also did not read. All is not well here. A Study in Charlotte, Ash Princess, and The Raven King, which I read those 3. However, I accidentally didn't know how to count in my last spinner wheel video, so I spun 1 more time than I was anticipating. So even though I didn't read 2 of the books, I'm only going to add an additional spin because I added an additional spin in the first place. I shouldn't have spun as many times as I did the previous month, if that makes sense. So we're gonna start off with 6 spins. So this month I actually don't really have a set TBR. I'm not really planning on working on a lot of reading vlogs, so I do have a couple in mind that I would like to start, but my TBR is pretty open. Let's hope that the wheel is kind to us and lets us mood read a little bit. But spin number 1, here we go. Okay, so our first letter is M, which starts off great because M, Mare, love that for me. Let's see what I want to read this month. Okay, I think I know what I want to read. So I am making an effort to clear my physical TBR, and I actually am taking a beach trip at some point during this month. So what better book to read to the beach besides People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry? So the M is for meet, and I'm so excited about this. This is by the author of Beach Read, and People Meet on Vacation is about 2 childhood friends, I want to say. They might not be childhood friends, but they knew each other. Yeah, 2 best friends, 10 summer trips, 1 last chance to fall in love. So this book follows Poppy and Alex, who go on vacation every year together, and then one year something happens and they don't go on vacation together anymore. But Poppy then invites Alex to go on one last vacation to sort of fix their past, and I'm so excited about this. I heard this is even better than Beach Read, and the cover is gorgeous. So definitely one I'm very amped to get to in June. All right, let's do spin number 2. Okay, so our second letter is going to be I. I don't know what to do here. You see what I did there? See what I did there? Anyways, so I legit do not know what to do for this. Okay, so I just looked at my TBR cart and I legitimately only have 1 book on here that I haven't read that has an I in it. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be successful in reading this month because I just wasn't planning on it. So why not? Let's add it to the TBR and probably fail in a few weeks. But I am going to be reading Witches Steeped in Gold, and this is about 2 enemy witches who have to work together, I think, to defeat a common enemy, and it's a Jamaican inspired YA fantasy debut that recently came out. Cover's gorgeous. I'm very excited to read this. I just didn't really plan on reading it this month, so I guess we're gonna try it and see. All right, time for spin at number 3. Alright, so our letter that's been selected is O. For the letter O, I think that I'm going to be reading Watch Over Me by Nita LaCour, and I don't know too much about this one, so I apologize for not having a summary, but this book is fairly short, so I kind of want to keep it that way. However, I do know that I really enjoyed Nita LaCour's other book that I've read, We Are Okay. Gave it 5 stars, absolutely loved it, and I've heard that Watch Over Me is just as good, so I am very ecstatic to get to this month. And let's do spin number 4 now. Okay, the letter is A. I know what I can do for this. So this is actually my current read, so let me put the sleeve back on. And by current read, I mean that I read 2 pages, got overwhelmed by how many books I was reading, and said, okay, I'm gonna try again in a week. So I think this will work for June. And that is All the Stars and Teeth by Adeline Grace. So this will actually count for alliteration, and so that'll bring our total number of prompts down to 5. So we'll have one more spin after this one. All the Stars and Teeth is a pirate mermaid story that, again, I don't know too much about, but I know the general vibes of it, and then it's a pirate book, and everyone's been telling me to read this because of how many pirate books that I've been loving lately. They're like, okay, you need to try All the Stars and Teeth now. So I'm listening, I am ready to do it. So since we got alliteration with that last spin, let's do our very last spin today. Okay, so our letter that we got was L. Okay, I have a lot that I could actually pick for this, but I'm very scared of them because there's some hefty books. Oh no, should I just do it? Should I do it? Okay, so here's my thing. I know that I'm going to read Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller soon. Like, I'm gonna read it within the next few weeks, but I might try and squeeze this into the end of May, which is when I'm recording this video. So I don't know if I will be reading this strictly in June, but my other option is The Serpent's Curse by Lisa Maxwell, and it is literally so long, and I don't know if I want to do that to myself, especially because I'm going to be so busy with school, not school, I'm graduated, especially because I'm going to be so busy with moving. So I feel like I should be kind to myself and just let me read Blade of Secrets and try to read it closer to June. I mean, the month's almost over anyways, so I feel like I theoretically won't get to this in the next few days. Is that cheating? I hope it's not cheating. I'm stressed by how big this book is, and it's not that I don't want to read it, it's just that I don't know if June is the best month for me to read this. My internal conflict's over. This is my TBR game. If I end up reading this book sooner than I plan to, then what does it matter? It's just a day difference. Okay, so I'm going to be reading Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller, which I cannot shut up about this book on my channel, I feel like, and I'm really excited to read this. So this follows a teenage blacksmith who is approached by a warlord to make a magical sword that will kill its victims, but upon killing its victims, will also take their secrets. And I hear that it has social anxiety representation, a great bond between 2 sisters, and a little fun romance in it. So very excited to read this. I know that I'm going to be better reading this with Skylar, and pretty much the rest of the books on my TBR will probably be better reading with Skylar because we're literally incapable of reading a book by ourselves. But yeah, this is the last spinner wheel choice, so let me just quickly show you what the wheel picked for me this month. So we have People We Meet on Vacation for the letter M, which is Steeped in Gold for the letter I, All the Stars and Teeth for the letter A, Blade of Secrets by Trisha Levenseller for the letter L, and then also Watch Over Me by Nina LaCour for the letter O, I think. So yeah, I'm very excited about all of these reads, and I hope you are too. And if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like because it would really support me and my channel, and subscribe down below for more book-related content. I do post this TBR game every single month. Thank you so much for watching from the bottom of my heart. All my social media handles are linked down below, as well as ways that you can support my channel. And until next time, thank you so much for watching. I really, really, really do appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all!